Good afternoon, nice to be here. Of course, I flew into Sitka on a commuter plane, so it's nice to be just about anywhere. You know what that means? Commuter plane means my travel agent is a dead man. Son of a gun lied to me, Frank. It's a commuter plane, but it's a big one. Big plane. Boeing 7.7. I know you think I'm making that up. I'm walking out the aircraft, I can see where they painted over the word Tonka. 3 guys in front of me, weebles. I don't worry about crashing. These boys wobble, but they never go down. Oh, speaking of going down, planes so small, they did not have the drop from the overhead compartment oxygen masks. The flight attendant, bless her heart, said this: "We have 1 tank and 1 mask if anybody needs it." Hey, Amelia Earhart. I'm no aeronautical expert, but I have a feeling if for some strange reason we need oxygen, all 12 of us are going to need it at roughly the same time. Hey, quit bogarting the oxygen. Pass it back. Thanks for getting the drug reference. It got me to thinking, and that's where comedy comes from. Things I think about them. I'm thinking about the oxygen mask, and I realize it is an overrated safety feature. It's a good idea on the surface. You don't have oxygen, you lose cabin pressure, you're going to be unconscious, correct. But 9 out of 10 times, why do you lose cabin pressure? Plane's going down. Seems like a darn good time to be unconscious, doesn't it? I think it's a bonus. No, man, keep them peanuts. Knock me out. You're giggling, but can you actually picture yourself, God forbid, some sort of emergency situation? You really going to reach up, grab that mask? Well, I don't want to miss a moment of this. Wake up, take a breath. You're missing it. Woo! Just something the airline does to make you think flying is not really as dangerous as it actually is. Oh, they got a new thing. This is new. They actually have it on the ship, I think, also. It's called floor path or floor track lighting. You know this? In the event of an electrical emergency, if they lose power for some reason, the white lights lead to red lights, lead to an exit. Correct. I don't think that's the way it works in a real emergency, however. I picture more of a smoke leads to fire, leads to a gaping hole in the fuselage. My personal favorite, you've heard this, I'm sure, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. And granted, the darn thing floats. That's true. However, ask yourself this. When was the last time you turned on CNN, saw a 737 floating in the water, and passengers hugging seat cushions bobbing up and down around? You guys remember the plane landed in the Hudson safely? You see anybody hugging a seat cushion? They're all on the wing trying to keep their loafers dry. Yeah, no, it's just something. Oh, and you know, speaking of the danger in airlines and airports, the airport, by the way, is a great place for comedy, however, a dangerous place for comedians. Yes, I'm standing in line the other day, it's been 3-4 months now, at the X-ray machine / metal detector. You know when you walk through the metal detector? The guy in front of me in line, bless his heart, he's got to be 100 years old if he's a day. Yeah, and he's moving forward, but you need time-lapse photography to see it, really. There are glaciers flying by. Yeah. And he makes it through the metal detector without any bells or whistles. However, the crack security staff, former mall cops, the TSA, thousands standing around, decide Grandpa needs additional screening, because apparently he fits the profile. Now, you got to understand, every comedian at all times hears 2 voices. Do you remember the movie Animal House, John Belushi? Okay, during the movie, at one point, he plays the devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other, and those are the voices I constantly hear. I'm watching him perp walk Grandpa at a secondary inspection, and I hear this: "Say it. You'll get arrested." Did you guys know that? It's a felony. Yeah, not a misdemeanor. To crack a joke at a security checkpoint. Trust me on this. And the real crime, in my mind, it doesn't matter how good the joke is. So, I'm watching him perp walk Grandpa, and I'm holding my tongue because I know there's a price to be paid. And they sit him down, and I'm doing okay until they begin to take off his little Velcro orthopedic shoes. And they get that wand out, you know, woo, 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 woo. They're wanding his little gnarly arthritic feet. I mean, what is the worst possible outcome? A bunion, it's gonna blow! And I snapped. I point, I go, hey, look, put the wand away, come on. Grandpa and I are on the same flight. And you know what? I know he looks tough. But if he gets froggy and decides to jump ugly, I think I can take him. Are you guys aware the airport has a basement? Bad news is, missed my flight. Good news is, prostate's fine. Yeah. 2 weeks later, another airport. My crime this time, I forgot to put my travel size tube of toothpaste in the Ziploc bag in the rubber bowl to go through the metal detector. The X-ray machine. Pops out the other side. Guy, it says Crest right on it. The gentleman pulls it out of my bag, holds it up. What's this? Say it. You're on the watch list. I'm not sure what the correct response is. I have a pretty solid idea what the incorrect response is. When he said, what's this? I said, plutonium? It's not weapons grade, for goodness sakes. 2 weeks later. Yeah, I'm a slow learner. I'm in Canada, I'm in Vancouver, and my feeling about the Canadians is they're pretty much laid back. I mean, they really don't care about world affairs so much as they do beer and hockey. So I just assume that the X-ray machine, the metal detectors on the Canadian side aren't even turned on. No, they just run the humans and the luggage through in case the Americans peek over the border and make sure they're doing it. So, same crime, toothpaste tube, didn't put it in my rubber bowl with a Ziploc bag, blah, blah, blah. It came out of the knapsack, kid at the other end, this time he's pretty sharp, he realizes what it is. And you can see our plane at the end of the jetway right there out the window, and he holds it up and he goes, sir, you cannot take this toothpaste onto that aircraft. Who could resist this? You can't take toothpaste onto the airplane. And I say it. You're going to Guantanamo. They got room now. I go, oh, come on. When was the last time a plane got taken down by a bunch of cavity fighters, huh? Look out, it's gingivitis. He's got a gum.